Welcome back.
Some years back.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. Welcome back. Sheed and Tyler, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Yeah. That is Sheed. I'm Tyler. We got the homie Bonzi Wells rocking with us throughout the playoffs.
Yeah.
We got Shine on the bathroom cam rocking with us.
Yes, sir.
If you're trying to join in on the NBA action with Underdog and us, sign up and use code SHEED. Underdog will give you up to $250
Woo!
in bonus cash and a special pick. And that special pick. Go get that. And as a reminder, you can get audio versions of every episode of Sheed and Tyler.
Quick question. Are we ever going to have a Bonzi giveaway? Just saying. I've been here.
No doubt.
I've been here a long time now.
No doubt.
You sure?
Several
I've been here a long time.
yeah.
Several episodes.
No doubt. We got you. We got you. Watch. We got you.
I ain't even talking to you.
Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast.
Yeah.
How we feeling, boys?
I'm ready to play.
Okay.
Man, I'm about to fly to Boston as soon as this over with.
Okay.
They might need you.
Man, listen, man, we ready. They need all this. Man, we ready. We ready. We ready.
I hope so.
We ready.
Okay. Minnesota might need you because the Mavericks took game one.
Yeah.
We got our all-NBA teams, and the Cavaliers decided to move on from JB Bickerstaff. But
Yeah.
we'll get to that. We did have a game last night. Dallas 108, Minnesota 105. Home court. Irrelevant.
It's looking like
Again.
Again.
It's looking like it.
Out west, man, it's different.
Huh.
Out west is different. We can't pick them at all. I think I picked them, though.
We'll get to that.
I think I picked them, though.
We'll get to that. 33 for Luka, 30 for Kyrie.
I think I picked that, too. I mean, listen, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Jay McDaniels with 24, but what'd you see last night? You was picking them right. What'd you see?
I called it exactly what was going to happen. I said they're going to need a 30-30 game from Kyrie and Luka. They're going to have to keep Ant-Man under, what was his number, 28? That there was 28 and a half or something they thought he was going to get.
For the points.
They kept him under his number, and they kept everybody. But you know what the neato stat of the night, when I think about, I know we've been hard on Rudy Gobert, but there was 100 total paint points. How many do you think Dallas had? They had 62 of them, paint points. Dallas is not really a big team like that. I mean, but you know what they really did?
Basically compared to
One
Minnesota.
at his chest.
No, they come here. You ain't playing no drop coverage defense on us. They made his drop coverage defense irrelevant.
Yeah, they went at him.
Every time he tried to jump, they're going at him. You take one step off. If you don't, we finishing.
Yeah, catching him in the mix.
Minnesota got to make some changes. They got to do something. I could totally see the adjustment. This is just me. I see Nas Reed getting more tick at that spot because he's a little bit more limbo, a little bit more mobile. You can switch your coverages up a little better with him in there. I could totally think that his minutes got to go up if they want to make any type of adjustment to stop that, because that was the whole game plan.
Yeah, and it came down to exactly what we were talking about from y'all game one, like possessions. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you, somebody in that Timberwolves locker room hit that Brian McKnight, shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know what I'm saying? If I wouldn't have did this, or if I wouldn't have did that, or I could have did this better, I could have did that better. I mean, it was a good game. You know, just it came down to it, and they just didn't have enough clips. You know,
100%.
They didn't hit that target enough. But no, I'm still looking forward to this series though. I'm definitely still looking forward to it. You know, this is a lot of good talent right here. And then one thing I was thinking about, you know, before we went on camera today, looking at all of these rosters, man, this would be one of whoever wins it, to be honest, between Boston, Indiana, Minnesota, and Dallas, whoever. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they'll be, if not the youngest, one of the youngest teams to ever win it.
Wow. if
you sit back and if you look at their players, their core players, you know, they're all young fellas.
Like we talked about yesterday, the best player for all those guys is 26 to 22.
And I think the oldest one in there right now is Al. Big Al, you know, with Boston. He repping the old heads.
37.
You know what I mean? I'm with Al. He repping the old heads.
right there too. Mike might be 36, 37.
Yeah, same draft.
But I mean, everybody got that vet. But
crazy.
if you look at the median age of the team, you know, they some young teams, yo. Young team, and somebody's gonna win it.
Yeah.
Is that why we think? Like, does that have something to do with the home court mattering a little bit less? Like, just the young I'm just trying to think of like why it is, because it's been like Game 7s hadn't mattered, Game 1s hadn't mattered, Denver, the altitude, it just hadn't mattered. So I'm just trying to think of like why is home court just afterthought now?
It is, but it can't be. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta have that home stand at some point. Yo, we gotta win this big game at home. Yeah. You know, we gotta win either this Game 1 or this Game 7, you know what I'm saying? Or this Game 3, you know, if you're that road team. We gotta win one of them games at home. We gotta go one game at a time. And I guess they just looking at it as, you know, like, all right, we lost this one, or, you know, but we're gonna go back to our place, or, you know, we're gonna come back here, this or that. Like Ant-Man promised we're gonna go back to Denver. Like, yeah, cats ain't really standing up for that home pride. You know what I'm saying? You got now the fans have been great in all of these places in Denver, in Minnesota, in New York. You know, the fans have been great in all these places. So you can't really say that you know, our fans suck, you know, this and that. Our fans hating this and all. Fans everywhere have been bringing it. So you got to match that fan. That's your power pellet. Yeah. It's that fan energy, and if cats don't match it, like, man, you got to feel it.
Man, these young boys just disrespectful. They don't care nothing about history. They don't care nothing about how it's supposed to be. They write their own book. Yeah, right. Man, this is how we don't care. We don't care, man. I don't care if we on the road. When Ant-Man said we coming back and we winning, come on, we're gonna be talking about that forever. You know what I mean? Especially if they win it. Right. You know what I mean? These young boys just different, man. It's the passing of the torch, like we talked about a while ago. I mean, you see it because these kids are confident. They don't care. They actually looking to go at their idols. Instead of, you know, being cool with them, they trying to retire some of these dudes. You know what I mean?
Right. And they'll dap them up beforehand.
They cool. They say all the right stuff. And oh man, I love him, man. He's my favorite player. Man, shoot, man, whatever. I'm going. But you know, that's how it's supposed to be though. Yeah. Because you know what I'm saying. Even when we were playing, you know what I'm saying, it was guys that was up in years and stuff, and we couldn't wait to go at him. I don't care. Like when we played against Jordan, when I played against him the first time, he with the Wizards. I didn't think Jordan's 38 and I'm on 22 or something like that. I'm just like, man, I'm matching up against Jordan for the first time. I'm excited. I'm giving him everything I got. You know what I mean? But man, this man done played 1 million minutes. You know what I mean? I'm not even thinking about that part of it. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I get to go against him. I'm gonna use everything I got to win or get an edge or whatever. And that's what these young boys doing. They don't care. They just confident in any situation or scenario.
Yeah.
What you were saying, the 62 points in the paint, Minnesota also had 8 more rebounds and 8 blocked shots. Like, they outbigged Minnesota. And Minnesota just won, like, they have been getting through this. They've had their success due to their double bigs.
Yeah.
So if Minnesota's bigs are not going to show up like that, you said they got to switch the coverage.
They got to do something
immediately.
If you really was paying attention to the game, you know what I'm saying, if you really look at it from how a coach would look at it, that's what it was. They was feasting. They was feasting off of it. They had some other stuff going on. Don't get me wrong. Luka hit big shots down the stretch, but to keep them in the game, you know, to keep them, you know what I'm saying, close enough where the team ain't running off, Minnesota running off with it. They was just keeping them in the screen and roll. They was just reading lobs. You know, Gafford and Lively loving it right now because they catching lobs. All they doing is just reading. And then, you know, I love the Kyrie came out. You know, usually we was talking like Kyrie has kind of been chilling. You know. He had 24 in the first half.
Yeah, he came out aggressive.
You know what I mean? He came out aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So, man, that recipe right there. I mean, they're gonna have to do something. And I read a quote where Kyrie said he took it personal that Ant-Man said that he was looking forward to the matchup and he was going to guard him. And that's what I love about these playoffs because now it's mano a mano. Let's see what's up. And now you got guys like ourselves who can't play no more. All we can do is talk about it, and it's exciting. It's exciting.
Do we think that's one of the switches they make? Because Ant did guard Kyrie, but he shot 6 for 16. And he said after the game, we were tired. It's game 1, but they coming off that long game 7 series. Is that something they consider switching already, or is it just Ant got to get up to the task? Because he asked for it, like you said.
He got to step up to that task, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this part of it. You know what I'm saying? This is it's a long, grueling challenge to get to 16 wins, dog. Yeah. Just think about like 16. When you start your first 16 games in the league, you know, you still getting acclimated to this and that. And, you know, some guys might still be trying to get in shape, this and that. But these last 16 games on your way to this championship is fucking grueling, dog. Yeah. And, yeah, you're going to get tired. You know what I'm saying? You're going to miss a lot of shots. Your legs ain't going to be there. Your defense ain't going to be there. You know, this is part of it. But the thing that makes you that great athlete is, one, can I fight through it? And then 2, I got other cats to help me. You know what I'm saying? It never was always one on me to just always, you know what I'm saying, be that main one to keep us in the game and this and that. No, I got all these other cats to help us, and that's more of the bigger thing. And, you know, hey, I'm glad Kyrie as an old head took that challenge. You know what I'm saying? And like, look, young punk, like, come here, young punk. Let me sit down.
Let me learn you something.
Let me learn you real quick. You know what I'm saying? He went out there and won at him, and, you know, that was one for the old head. Mark that one up for the old heads. I like that. And I also like, you know, just that whole determination, that whole ferociousness that Ant is feeling, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay, we lost this one game, okay, this and that. So hopefully, as you said, Minnesota makes some changes.
Yeah.
If not.
But, you know, I'm happy to hear him say that he was tired, because that's what we talked about before. You know, the load management and all that type of stuff. You know, you ain't supposed to be like fresh right now. You're supposed to be tired and giving everything you got.
Draymond was getting on him. He's like, you're not supposed to say that as the leader. Even if you feel tired, you're not supposed to say you tired.
Yeah, because that sounds more like an excuse a little bit. But I like to hear that, because Ant-Man played most of the season. I mean, he wasn't taking games off. So if Ant-Man didn't win it at the end of the year, he's gonna have a story to tell. Like, man, I was exhausted, but I fought through it. I went to my next level. You know, I went there mentally, physically. I did it all, you know, to get to this championship. That's why I feel so good. That's why you're going to see him hold it up, like, oh, you know, crying and all that stuff, because he went through some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Going through a Game 7 against the defending champs. That's to win that on the road. Man, that's legacy stuff right there. And especially if he can come here, beat a stacked Dallas team where they got 2 of the best scorers maybe going to be in the history of the game, you know, and what they do. If you beat them, then you get to the championship. Man, that's going to be huge. But you're supposed to be tired. You know what I mean? Stuff's supposed to be going on. And so to hear him say that, it makes me smile, because, you know, we know a guy like him has played 70 or more games this year. So, you know, he made it into a marathon for real. He's doing the marathon.
Yeah.
Did a poll in chat. Who's winning it all? So far, 42% say the Mavericks. So they're high on last night's game. 28% Celtics, 26% Wolves, 2% Pacers. That's from chat. Yeah, that's from.
And that's fine. And that's fine. Listen.
I think that's Bonzi's secret.
Listen, as we continue to win and that number jump up,
Yeah.
we don't need nobody else on the bandwagon. We're fine.
Okay.
We're going to be fine.
Okay.
We're going to be fine.
They literally did not believe in you at all.
Listen, you know what I feel good about? Out of this panel right here, my team is the only one playing.
Tell the truth.
High bar.
That was you that made that. I'm voting at 2%, wasn't it? I know it was. I know it was.
He was fiddling with his microphone.
Yeah. Over there on his phone, like.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But you think they considered switching up just for Ant to conserve some of that energy? Maybe he don't guard Kyrie the entire time, because they are going to need him to get that 25, 30 a night. And doing it while guarding Kyrie is going to be a lot for anybody to ask.
But you can't hide him, though. You can't hide. Like, no, first of all, you already put it out there.
I'm tired.
You tired, right? Then you put it out there. You want to take that challenge. All right, you want that? Okay, well, if they try to switch it up, and let's say they might want to put McDaniels on Kyrie, you know, at some point they're gonna do what? Pick and roll. It's gonna come with that automatic switch. Yeah, all right, come on, bring your ass over here. Come on, let me. I mean, give them all that. And like, yo, you can't hide. You can't hide. You're gonna get it either from him or Luka, or like, you can't hide. Now, you're gonna have to switch up like your breathing technique. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta rub your ears, you get a little woosah, something to relax. Yeah, something. Get a little extra napping. Kick the homies out, you know, a couple hours sooner. Get you some rest. Something, but yeah, it's that time, dog. Yeah. You ain't got what would Jesse Ventura say in Predator when the joint came down and they cut him. He's like, man, you're bleeding. He's like, ain't got time to bleed. You know what I'm saying? That's what, I ain't got time to be tired right now.
Stupid, man.
For real, I ain't got time to be tired right now. And yeah, I think, you know, it was something he shouldn't have said publicly, but yeah, I could say that, you know what I'm saying, in that locker room, like, man, shit, I'm tired of shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, but yeah, keep that for the locker room. But right now, for real, ain't no time to be tired. Like, cause here's the thing, and I don't think they realize or recognize this. These all four of these teams, yo, you might not get back here ever again in your career, yo.
Right. That window's not as open as it may seem.
Exactly. Like your years of playing window, you know, is open with a lot of these young guys, but that's not saying that you're going to get back to the ECF next year. That's not saying you're going to get back to the Western Conference Finals next year. You know what I'm saying?
But that you'll be healthy if your team does.
You better take advantage of this now. That's why I said you ain't got time to be tired.
Yeah.
I ain't got, man, suck that shit up.
And it's crazy for him putting it out there. The game plan got to be for Jay Kidd, and you know he's gonna be in the point guard. We put him in every screen and roll, and people don't really understand what it feels like and how much it takes your energy after you get hit by a real blind luck or screen when you run into it. It's like do like God.
Drop your energy bar.
Yeah, then you got to drop your bar down a little bit. Then you got to get around it, and then you got to take you got to try to get that angle back that he done got on you. And man, could you imagine being in 37 of those in the game, 40 of them, 50 of those in the game? And then you got to go play O and try to be that dude.
30, man, and get 8 assists.
So, man, I probably wouldn't have put that soundbite out there for sure because right now every team is looking for any little tidbit to get an advantage.
Oh, that I guarantee when they go back to Dallas, they might have that shit in the paper.
I'm tired. Yeah,
I'm tired.
He tired. Let's keep running him. We got whoever he guarding, stay moving, stay in screen and roll, stay doing something because we got to wear him down. But that's how it's got to be anyway. Our mindset has always been, sometimes your offense got to be your best defense and vice versa. You got to, go at a guy and try to wear him out instead of just sitting back letting him go at you all the time, especially those scores. You know what I'm saying? You can't just let a score just go at you all the time or you just chilling on the offensive end when he guarding you. Like, you got to make him do something, make him work. I don't care if you go for every offensive rebound, go for it so he can at least box you out and feel you. Every time y'all get a defensive rebound, run that lane hard as you can so he got to run with you. And I don't care if you don't get the ball. I don't care if you don't get the ball. You know what I'm saying? Go set it like you said, it's the screen and roll. Go get in the screen and roll and make him switch. So now he got to guard that dude that really got that action with the ball. So he got to, work, twerk them hips a little bit. I know that's hips. I know. Hey, that's just what we're gonna say though. Move them hips, man. You got to move them hips.
And especially as being that bigger defender, you're especially when he's trying to guard Kyrie. I think the main thing is, hey, yo. First of all, you already know. You should know. I'm not gonna take the ball from him.
Right.
Like I've very rarely seen somebody take the ball from Kyrie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So get that in your head first. I'm not gonna take the ball from him, and I just got to try to force him to one side. I need my cats to talk to me behind me, so then that way I can stay locked in right here, opposing to doing this. Because as soon as I look back like that,
gone.
And I turn back around, I'm standing there, and then next thing you know, I'm memed out on everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, no, I need everybody, talk to me, and I got to try to force them one way. I mean, it sounds easier said than done, but on a defensive team scheme, that's what you got to do. You can't give great offensive players like Kyrie, like Luka. You can't get like Ant Edwards. You can't get them the option to go wherever they want to go. You can't just play them straight up like, so now
take what you
right,
want.
He can go left. Yeah, he got the pick of the litter. No, shit, I'm going to at least make it a little bit hard. Let's see you've been working on your left hand. Hey, we forcing him left. Yo, get my back. Hey, he coming your way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Every time he get the ball, we going to force him left. See if he working on his left. But that's with the locking in with the star players. That's what you got to do, man. It's like, hey, these young cats got to get it together as far as the overall playing, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just like learn the different facets of the game.
Facts. The Mavericks had been 0-5 in game ones against Jason Kidd. And another thing Kyrie said after the game, he said, I knew I needed to come out hot because these guys had never been in the Western Conference Finals before. So how much of that game one is a filling out process for a team?
I think it is, and you love to hear from your leaders like Kyrie, guys who've been there. So so the guys who've never been there, they can lean on him for strength. And he came out and set the tone. In my opinion, he set the tone. This is what it is. When you playing on the road, if you can jump on these teams and really get your game going, you always put yourself in position to win. But it's just cool to have a veteran leader like Kyrie that's been there, done that, got a chip. And he knows what every situation they may go through, and he can help, kind of coddle these guys through it and just kind of help them, like trying to deal with it and get to the other side of it. But I mean, they could easily win 2 games in Minnesota. They can win tomorrow night and go home 2-0. But as we saw from Minnesota, they can win on the road as well, though. So this is going to be an interesting, fun series. But Kyrie's leadership and the way he came out game one, which we were questioning from the last series, where he averaged like 14 or 15. Come out to get 30, that just let you know he's locked in and he's ready to go to the next level to make this run for this chip.
Rock and roll.
How does Ant get more consistent? Because again, if you, like you said, if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. And he was defending Kyrie. Kyrie had a good game, but offensively, he took 16 shots, 12 of them were threes. Like he would seem like he would again.
That's the word.
That's got to be the tired, right?
That's why he said it.
I'm tired.
Tired, man.
Tired, boss.
You know
So how do you get more consistent, more efficient through all that?
About he tired.
He tired. He tired, ball.
You make too much money to be tired. You know, the barbershop saying, make too much money to be tired, boy.
And that's what comes into effect. So when you're dealing that, right, here it is. He's saying he was tired, and out of his 16 shots, 12 of them was threes, right? So you got to look at it like, okay, if you say that I'm tired and this and that, you know, first say it to the coach or say it to your point guard. So then now we can come up with easy ways for me to score. You know what I'm saying? Just easy way, opposing to me, you know, catching on the wing and, you know, I'm going into my package and this and that. And I'm giving you everything and I'm taking like 15 dribbles and then either I'm taking a contested shot or I might finally get open and then still take that shot. It's too much. It's too hard. It's too much energy. Now I got to go back down here and do what? Now I got to guard this other motherfucker who can really dribble 15 times like that if he want, but he gonna kill you with about 5 dribbles before he either go to the basket or, you know what I'm saying, make that proper dish. So, and I don't know how much more consistent he can be. Yeah, just got to try to find his way to get easier buckets, yo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, again, it's easier said than done, but shit, that's the best outcome you can take because just to stand there all night and you keep popping, shooting 3 after 3 after 3 after 3.
Yeah.
No, at some point, yo, let me go to the basket. Let me get this reset. Let me get a dunk. Let me hype myself up. Fuck, do something.
Only took 2 free throws.
Oh no, he got
Because he didn't drive to the basket.
He got to take a Red Bull, some ginseng or something.
Yeah, that
ginseng room. He got to do something, man. He got to do
Man.
something to get that energy. It's too much. It's
I don't
money
care,
time,
black
baby.
coffee,
Something, man. But you can't. And it's funny that he say he tired when you still chuck up 12 threes. Man, I'm tired. I'm trying to get to the mid range, man. I can't, man. That shot long.
That don't take a lot of energy. That's the easy.
I don't have to take them steps to get there. I can just put it up from 26 feet.
Yeah, but this is what you see when a guy gets tired. And even if they lose this series or whatever moving forward, he can look back on these moments and be like, I got to be better. I got to be in better shape, mentally, physically, because when I get to this point again, I'm going to go to the other side of it. I ain't going to just let fatigue beat me. So, you know,
I ain't going to fall short.
Yeah, so it's always things to learn from. But, you know, it's still early. Just one game. I'm not going to overthink it. But, you know, him putting that narrative out there gives obviously us something to talk about, but definitely something for that locker room to really point the finger like, hey, man.
After the first game, too?
After game 1,
I can see maybe game 3, and you had game 1 and game 2 was like, you know, last night, where it's a close, you know, the whole way. But, game 1?
It's tough.
So he's got to get going. They have another game at home. How do they even this thing up?
God, man, got to make some huge adjustments. Like I said earlier in the show, got to make those defensive. Just starts with the defensive adjustments. And like she said, got to get your best players easier shots. You got to have guys like Cat. You know, Big Cat got to have a big game. You know,
he was 6 for 20. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like he got to play better, and that's the elephant in the room.
So that's my biggest thing. Like, yo, why the fuck are you out here on this wing and you got PJ guarding you? You know what I'm saying? You set Cat what? 7 even? 7-1?
6'11", 7. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something like that. He's up there in that neighborhood, and you letting a small forward rough you up to where you posting up out here. 1 foot is on the 3-point line, and you trying to post up, and you should be on the block. Man, if you don't get get this little motherfucker. Somebody come get this little itty bitty motherfucker off of me. Man, he better go kill him, man. He gotta go kill him. Like, yo.
PJ like 6'7". He's strong, but he like 6'7".
Yeah, he's strong, true. But still, if I keep the ball up here and I jump, and even if he try to defend and block and he jump, yo, you still not gonna get it. Get your little ass out of here. Yo, SOS, same old shit. SOS. Come on, keep running it. Keep running it. He got to take advantage of it, But we've been saying that about him and this Minnesota team the whole fucking playoffs, though, yo. It's Cat. Like, yo, every game, like, who's going to be the big player? Who needs to step up? And we all say, Cat.
And the games he does,
you know what I'm saying? They're convincing. They're winning convincingly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the games he don't, the 8 points or the 12 points, the
foul trouble
or 5 for 19, like, yo. Yeah. Like, you can't. Playoffs is not the time for you to be at motherfucking Great Adventures, dog. Yeah. On that roller coaster, be up and down.
Need that even Steve.
Man, come on,
steady go.
Yes, sir.
You know what I think Cat need to do? Cat need to go back and watch film of when he was killing. Like when he was on his door year, was that 2019?
Get that confidence.
You know what I'm saying? Like stuff. Don't watch none of this year's film. Go back when you was just dogging boys, putting them in the rim, finishing, playing hard, getting 20-20s. You know what I'm saying? When you was like on the cusp of being up next.
Yeah,
like,
you was the only one.
Yeah, like, hey man, Big Cat go, oh man, you know, he was all world. So he got to get back to that mode. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes when a better player come in and you got to be like, okay, I got to bow down or something. But he still got to, you know, respect his abilities as well. Mm-hmm. Like, bro, you doing this. You're a max player. You've done this. You got all the accolades. You made all-star teams. You made some. I think you made some all-NBA teams a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? He got all that. Now you're at the Western Conference Finals. Like, your stuff is trending. So now you gotta contribute. Like, you gotta come out here. And we know Ant, but Ant is young. You know what I'm saying? And what he's doing on young boy energy, young boy cluelessness, because he probably don't even understand the moment that he's really getting judged on. Because we really judging him, and he just out there hooping. You know what I'm saying? He ain't tripping off us judging. So he's been in the league long enough to understand and get it. Like, bro, this stuff is, you know, I gotta win. Like, I gotta go out here and do something. I gotta help you. Like, if you got somebody out there like that that's hooping like him, you gotta be more consistent. 6 for 20, and you probably shot 14 of those was jumpers. 15 of them was jumpers, maybe. Like, we got.
He shot 2 free throws as well.
You know what I mean? Like, so that lets you know his aggressiveness is not where you want it to be at. So if I was Cat, I'd go back, watch some film. Okay, this is okay, get them goosebumps up your arms. Like, okay, yeah. Start biting your lip at the crib by yourself. Like, okay, yeah, I'm getting back to that. You know, okay, that's okay. He need to go do that. You know what I mean? He need to go do that and just go back to how he used to be, because like you say, PJ Washington, he's 6'7", 6'8", Cat, 6'10", 6'11", and he probably look like a heavy 6'10", 6'11". Start putting that boy back in the rim. Get back on that offensive even if they shooting. Man, y'all shoot the ball. I'm getting every offensive rebound. I'm down here, and ones. Right. You know what I'm saying? So he got to just get back to that dog part of his game.
Is it tougher to do that? Like, back then, he was the 5. Now he's really the 4. Gobert's in some of that space I feel like he would have had before. So is it tough to get back into some of that back, or are you just talking like the confidence, the mindset?
Both. That shit should be easier.
Yeah, it should be easy.
You got smaller dudes now. Yeah. Now you're not guarding another 7 foot, 285 to 300 pound motherfucker.
Right. You'll have that advantage.
Hey man, give me this ball.
Man, come on.
This little motherfucker off of me.
You got KD skinny dudes on him. No disrespect to KD, but those dudes don't be, them 4 men now, they slender. Right. You know what I mean? Dudes ain't out there all buffed up. So, man, if he can't get in there and get no rebounds and get 2 free throws, he should be routinely at the line 8 to 10 times in this series.
At least.
Routinely. You know what I'm saying? Because that lets you know he's being aggressive. And that's what I go look at whenever I look at stats. I'm like, how many free throws he shoot? No free throws, 2 free throws. Nah, he wanted to be smooth. He wanted to be sweet. He wanted to go viral on a move. He wanted to do one of the moves. Oh, you see him fall? I don't even care about the shot. He fell. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Got all I needed.
Yeah, that's all. That got all I needed. You know, that's how, you know, them kids do it nowadays. But yeah, he's got to get back to that dog part of his game.
It's pick 'em time, boys. Before I even say the records from yesterday, promo code SHEED.
Bonzi.
You want to get in and make these picks with us?
Give us the numbers, baby.
Sheed, you were 1-2 yesterday.
Damn.
That's tough. Bonzi and I were 2-1.
Okay. Well, it's the
Really?
first time I've
I hate
been
to
in
take the
this
wind out of your sails. You have to share it with me, but
Really?
I was 3-0 the day before, 2-1 yesterday.
You'll be 1-2 tomorrow, next week. Yeah.
It's all right.
You go back to
We're
who
talking
you are.
about right now, though.
It's all right. It's my first time I've been in this position. You know, I'm on the bottom floor right now. It's okay, fellas. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. I'll be back in the penthouse soon.
Okay. Well, listen, we can get off the schneid tonight. We pushed on the PJ Washington's threes. He pushed.
He did too?
Yeah. So none of us got that one. Tonight we got Drew Holiday. Higher, lower, 14.5 points. He had 28 last game, but he's only gone higher than this 2 other times in 10 playoff games. 14.5 points for Drew Holiday. Higher, or we going lower?
I'm going to go higher.
Okay.
I'm going to go higher. Because they definitely going to need his scoring. They, you know, he does play good defense out there, but we need you to step it up, just turn it up just a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Go from medium to medium high. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the stove, keep it right there. You know what I'm saying? We need you to average in this series. He needs to average like about 14. You know what I'm saying, or 16 points.
Did you say
for this series? I said he.
Oh, I thought he said we. My fault.
Come on, cuz. No, ain't none of that.
I mean, us combined, it'll be the same number.
You know, I got that list.
Well, yeah. Oh, wow. Damn, Cool G.
Wow.
Rude.
But no,
Lou Patterson catch a stray on here every episode.
That's our brother, man. We say it to his face.
Drew gonna be all right though.
So you going higher?
Yeah, I'm definitely going higher.
14.5 points. Drew Holiday. How you feeling? You look deep in thought.
What did he say?
He went higher.
Drew Holiday.
Because I'm thinking crafty buckets. You know what I'm saying? He might just pop, quick 2 threes on you.
I got to go higher, too, because I think if any...
Oh, no, I'm going lower.
See, I'm going lower. I forced you to say something.
No way, I'm going lower.
That is so nice.
There y'all go, buddy. Y'all Tupac and me is me against the room.
If y'all gonna force the Celtics to play y'all style, that's more points. Drew Holiday had the advantage game 1, 28. He don't need 28 again. We just need higher than 14.5. I think he can do that. I think they'll need that.
I'm going lower.
Okay.
I ain't got no explanation. I don't have any explanation.
You don't need
I don't need to explain myself.
I'm going lower.
Obi Toppin. We'll let you get this one first. Obi Toppin, higher, lower, 9 points. He's gone higher in 10 of 14 games this postseason. You going higher?
We going higher because we're gonna need him. We're gonna need that. Listen, man, you see who they got coming off the bench? Man, if you can't get off against Hauser and
Cornette and Pritchard.
Cornette,
the Whites, yeah.
Yeah. If you can't get 9 against them, man, come on, man. You just
hang it up,
man. You just got 9 against. You just in New York doing your thing, but I think definitely. Oh yeah, double figures easily against them. I'm gonna go higher. Because he's our energy guy. He's been playing well. He's been doing big stuff for us. He might need to get 15 to 20 tonight.
Obi Toppin, 9 points, higher.
No, I'm gonna go higher. He's been there.
That's what you gonna do?
Oh, the buddy boys. Munson.
No, but we've been saying too that he's been their X factor. Coming off of the bench, that they need big play from him, either on one side of the ball or at times on both sides of the ball. That
energy.
So I go higher.
Okay. I'm forced to go lower. I like Obi Toppin too, but I need him to not score a point tonight, just for the sake of this. Sorry, OT. Miles Turner, higher, lower. 1.5 threes. Has gone higher in 10 of 14 games this postseason.
Quit playing with Miles.
I will take the high.
Quit playing with Miles.
He's been shooting that thing.
Quit playing with Miles higher. You could have said 5, but I went higher.
5? Oh, wow. Okay.
Man, Miles playing well, man. His confidence through the roof. He playing against an older guy. He gets separation from and shoot almost horse shots. Miles going to have a good game tonight.
The thing I wondered, Celtics switch more than the Knicks did. So do we think that kind of locks up some of those looks or no? I think he was 3 for 4 game 1.
Man, you know how fast we play? We play so fast you can't switch. You
Unswitchable,
can. Okay. You can, but we're going to... Listen, that ball is on.
Zipping around?
It's zipping, baby. It's zipping. I talked to Coach Stoudemire today about it, and he said something to me that he's like, man, if you think it looked fast on TV, it's even faster in person on how they move and how they move the ball. He said it's crazy. They probably move the ball and run the fastest in the league. So that really was inspiring for me to really think that we're going to get this win tonight.
Okay.
Because it's on Boston's mind.
Lower.
It's on their mind.
Any reason why?
Lower.
All right.
I don't want to agree with you twice, but I don't want to agree with you twice.
Hey, I'll go high. Happens.
It does. I'll go high. He's been shooting it really well, and I think he'll be looking for that. He'll be looking to, he has that advantage on Al, energy, age-wise, make some moves, and it's only 1.5.
It's only 1.5.
So more higher there.
Good call.
We'll check in Tuesday and see if I'm still hot.
Good call.
I don't think so.
If I'm still hot, if I've still got it.
Hey, even the sun shines on a dog's ass.
It's true.
Never heard that before.
Oh, brother. Moving on. The Cavaliers decided to move on.
Ooh, man, what a good segue.
From JB Bickerstaff.
You hear the word I use? You hear the word I use?
Say, you pronounce it right too, boy. You're not impressed. JB Bickerstaff, 99 wins last 2 regular seasons. Lost to Boston second round this year. Lost to the Knicks last year in the first round. Thoughts on the Cavaliers moving on from him?
I wonder who was it? Was it one of the players or was it front office?
It seemed like the players, or the big ones at least, didn't really trust his rotations, his offensive vision, his adjustments on the fly.
Man.
So it seemed like he either never had their ear or had lost their ear.
And they 1 game away, 2 games away from Eastern Conference Finals.
Man.
With a team that wasn't healthy.
Man, what else they want you to do, man? It's so just, I mean, and as a coach, man, it's like, man, like, in your mindset now, you got to be thinking, I got 2 years. Because, these.
If that, yeah.
You got 2 years to coach. And if I don't make nothing shake in 2 years, I got to be thinking about moving and relocating and looking for another job again. Like, job security ain't like it used to be. It's crazy. You hate to see it. And that's the third coach. And, when you start looking at the coaches, you be like, we can play the race card and all that stuff. But shoot, Frank Vogel just got fired too. So it ain't, it's
with had less time.
Yeah,
it was 1 year. He's rumored to be among the candidates: Kenny Atkinson, a Golden State assistant; James Borrego, assistant in New Orleans; Terry Stotts, and Frank Vogel are the names rumored. But do we think this changes what happens, like with Donovan Mitchell?
Man, I told you Donovan Mitchell gone.
You think so?
In my opinion, I mean.
Does this change that though? Like, does this accelerate that?
And I don't know if he's going. I mean, I don't know if he's going to leave for sure or not. But I think this helps his case. Like, man, y'all fire my boy, man, y'all fire my guy, I love coach or whatever. That can help him get out.
Even if he really didn't like, even if he helped get the guy out.
Word. That's what I was about to say.
It just depends on if he helped to get out, because you know how it be.
Yeah.
You know how it be. But they playing well. When he took over 5 years ago, they were. Nobody was talking about. They were a terrible team. So you go through all that. Now you get them on the other side. Now you're trending, and you get fired. Where's your confidence? As like, man, he got to be looking like, man, what the heck else can I do? Like, what the hell else can I do? And I've done everything the right way. We're a game, a couple possessions away from being in the Eastern Conference Finals. Now I get fired.
They don't. It's like organizations. The majority of organizations want to win now. Like, every team I'm bringing in here every year, I need to win now.
Immediately.
Like, but it don't happen like that.
It
because
doesn't.
again, as we've mentioned, you have to stack year and year. And I'm not talking about stack your team. I'm talking about, stack that team with pieces that you need to be able to have that solid foundation to go on and to keep moving. And he's done that in that 5 years, you know what I'm saying? They got some good picks. They had their ups and downs, but for the most part, every year they've gotten better. You know what I'm saying? And it's like your record, even though I think he only had about maybe 15 or 16 more wins than he had losses, but still, look at the progress on the other side of it.
The team he started with.
We 1 or 2 games away from the ECF. Like, damn, y'all don't believe in me? But they're going to bring somebody in here that we don't know, or they're going to bring another rerun coach in here who was losing on the team before and they do shit, and they're going to bring his same losing ways in there. But they swear it's like, I mean, I don't know. What's the saying? If someone expects the same reaction twice as crazy or some shit like that?
Definition of insanity?
Yeah, like, dog, that's the same thing with a lot of these front offices. Look, especially if you're in the same fucking conference. If, like, all right, you coaching Atlanta, I'm coaching Philly, and you coaching Indiana, right? And say, y'all two having great seasons, I'm having a shitty season, bang, I get fired. So the other teams, they watch me, they see how I am with my players, I get fired, but yet, here I am, they hire me 2-3 days later. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like, so why you think it's going to be any different from there than it is here? Why you think it's going to be any different? Like, what is the fuck is it going to be? Like, but they steady, going through the washer again with these same old coaches, and I think he can do great with this team. This is a different team.
That's what I wonder, because it seemed like with the injuries they had, they figured out some things when it was really like Donovan Mitchell and one of the bigs.
Yeah.
So they figured that out while Bickerstaff was coach. If now they're going to trade Garland or Allen to have a better fit, you're going to get better automatically. So now a new coach is going to step right into that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like Bickerstaff didn't even get a
Golden
chance
State.
to
He didn't get a
get
chance.
82 games of the most efficient roster.
Yeah.
And the new coach will step right into that.
But it's crazy because when you think about even the candidates, only one of them won a championship, right? Am I tripping?
Who, say the candidates
the
again?
candidates again, yeah, Kenny Atkinson, he's been on the assistant. He's
I'm
won
talking about as a head
assistant. James Borrego, no. Terry Stotts, no. Frank Vogel, yes.
So you know what I'm saying? So like, they must have just not liked him or something because you're not
It
bringing.
seemed like they just
you know
wasn't
what I
rocking
mean?
with
You
for
ain't
whatever
bringing
reason.
nobody that's
You know what I
really
mean? Like you
better.
ain't brought in Phil, and you know what I'm saying.
Right, like, who's the
Chuck
definite
Daly, you ain't bringing all them.
upgrade?
You ain't brought in. You ain't bringing Papa. You ain't bringing one of them names. You bringing in dudes that was long time assistants. What's the dude named Borrego? I don't know him, but I heard his name before, and I heard he's a pretty good coach. But all them guys in the league are pretty good at what they do, or they wouldn't be there. You know, in some form or fashion. You know what I'm saying? Kenny Atkinson. You know what I'm saying? We done seen his body of work. Is his body of work, was it that good in Brooklyn? Where he can come?
He has the one case where he was like fired so they could bring in Steve Nash. He kind of might have got Bickerstaff like fired before as the team was on the way up. So he's interesting, but I don't know. It does just feel weird to get Bickerstaff out, and then now you're gonna like make the roster.
Yeah, because you start all over again. Like you had your program in place. The culture was starting to be created. Now we got
Expectations.
Yeah, now we got a standard. Now you come in. Now you got to reset all that. Now we got to know this whole. We got to get to learn this whole coach, his whole new staff, what he want, how he wants us to play. They're gonna start shuffling some cards. All right, we're gonna get rid of a couple guys, bring a couple guys in here. Now it's almost a kind of a reset. You know what I mean? To a certain extent. I mean, they're gonna have high expectations, obviously,
Definitely.
but it's tough to execute. You know what I'm saying? It could be tough to execute what this coach wants, and ain't no guarantee that they're bringing in these coaches that's going to get them to that next level.
Right.
Like it's no guarantee. Like I bet Phoenix was thinking like, shit, we got Vogel. He don't want a chip. He about to put these dudes together. They about to have it man, you know what? It ain't working out. I'm sorry, son. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta go.
It ain't working out. But you're up for another job the next week.
Right.
Like it's
Like
crazy.
you said, yeah.
But it's just crazy how this league goes, man. And just instead of you should have just kept Bickerstaff, let him keep building, let him keep going. If he had a losing season, maybe think about it. But I just don't understand. It's just tough to be a coach right now. It's just really tough.
You get fired for winning.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Stuff out here.
Man, it's hard in these streets. Them cold monthly nights.
The coldest.
Some cold Muncie nights. Whew.
Did a poll in chat. Did the Cavs make the right move by firing JB Bickerstaff? 84% said no.
Yeah.
So
Win 'em.
the open jobs currently are the Wizards, the Lakers, and the Cavaliers.
For now.
For now,
Yeah.
what's the best job of those?
The Wizards, the Cavaliers, and the who?
And the Lakers.
Come on, quit playing.
I think they each have their depending on, like we just talked about, coaches getting 1, maybe 2 years, and the pressure on them.
I'm gonna have to go Cleveland with that. Dog, that's a lot of fucking pressure sitting in that head coaching chair out there in LA, cuz.
But you got a ready-made team that can.
Yeah, you got a ready-made team, but are they ready-made for you?
Right,
You know what I'm
you got a
saying?
playoff team, but you have a
as
championship
you just
team.
said,
Yeah.
are they going to accept that new coach's style of play?
But if you go in there with the mindset that I'm only going to be here 24 months, I'm just going to do what I want. If you over here
I'm
thinking
going
that
out, I'm going out my
I'm
way.
going out my way.
Yeah.
Like if you
Exactly.
got to go in there with that mindset, man. I'm only going to be here 24 months. Anything past that is icing on the cake.
Well, what if they don't buy into it the first 5 months?
I was like, again, Vogel got 1.
Hopefully, I signed a 4-year deal.
7-year
Hopefully, I
contract.
got a 4
Yeah.
or 5-year deal, and they owe me some money, and I can go home knowing I got
Guarantee.
22
6 years
million
analyst
coming
work,
over the
yeah.
next 5 years, so I can feel happy about that. But I mean, the Laker job, obviously. I mean, I know it sounds good in terms of you don't want the pressure, but the Laker game. I mean, the Lakers. I mean, they got a chance. I mean, with Bron always there, Bron is always going to give them a chance. You got Anthony Davis. You got some pieces. Austin Reeves. You got some trade pieces that you can trade if you want to. I mean, I think LA is the most attractive to me.
I think Wizards, not that it's the best job, but you're going to have the least pressure by far. It's the one where you could
too much
probably.
pressure for Cleveland.
What's up with you boys and pressure?
JB Bickerstaff just got fired after winning 100 games in 2
True,
years.
very
I feel
true.
like that's pressure. Wizards, you're not going to have that type of pressure. Lakers, like you said, immediate pressure. Wizards, they expected to stink. you might get more than 24 months.
Yeah.
So if you like, okay, if y'all gonna let me like truly run my system and give me 3-4 years to build, I could see that. But Cavaliers feel like the sweet spot of talent, but not as much pressure as the Lakers gig. So
Yeah, well, yeah, that see this, because it's with them being a traditional team.
Yeah.
They've been in the NBA for decades. So, yeah, whoever get that gig, like, more power to you.
they say your name was in the running. Is that true?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No doubt.
You can confirm?
Yeah, no doubt.
Can we be assistant coaches if you get?
For sure. What?
I'm straight.
For sure. You know what I mean?
I'm
I'll
fine.
take it. I'll be the second. I got
He
you.
coming.
I'm fine.
I'm like,
gonna
put the
be
ball
right
in the
there with
basket,
us.
man. Run that play.
He gonna be right there with us.
I
You
like
know
where
what I'm
I'm
saying?
at. I'm fine.
He gonna be my head assistant.
Numero uno.
We'll be out there in 2 weeks. Let alone 24 months. We'll be out there in 2 weeks.
But you signed that 4-year contract.
2 to 4 weeks.
So,
We'll be out there
yeah.
instead of 24 months.
We had our All-NBA teams officially announced yesterday. First team, Jokic, Luka, SGA, Giannis, Jason Tatum. But thoughts on that? Because we did our teams yesterday, and I think y'all both had Brunson over Tatum. We did a poll. Chat also had Brunson over Tatum. So thoughts on the first team?
Star power.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what they're looking at. Star power numbers.
Yeah.
And that for to me, all of that shit isn't really about who really plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if it was, I like the style that they use with the All-Star game. Like, okay, you get to pick your own guys, but if I really get to pick my own guys, what if I don't want none of the people that y'all selected? What if I want somebody who I know is a good scorer or defender, either on my team or another team? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I don't. Yeah, no, I could pick anybody I want.
Out the league?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
If I could choose, man, but
You say it's too much for you?
Because they're going to pick me and some other dudes who probably don't deserve it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, give me my man
first team
Bonzi,
All-NBA,
you know what I mean? Give me my man Dame Style, you know
come
what I'm
on, man.
saying?
Defensive player of the year.
We have
Yo.
11 and 9 and shit like that.
You know what I mean? But just having fun though.
I mean, I think they got it right. I mean, because you got to think Tatum, he was obviously the best player on this team.
Yeah,
They
for
won,
sure.
They won 66, 67 games,
64, I believe.
60 something like that. I mean,
And he's been doing it for a while.
and he's been
Better
doing it for
defender.
a while, consistent. Stays healthy, plays all the games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You gotta give him some props for that because he and he's a great player. I mean, he's top 5 in the league for a reason. So, but Jalen Brunson, for him to be knocking at that door, already this early in his career, man, his upside is amazing. And just to see him on that second team with some of those names, he should just be, hitting his chest like, man, I'm out here with these dogs. I'm a dog too. So, just happy to see him. Happy to see those names up there. Being one of the top 10 players in the league, that says a lot.
Yeah, definitely. And definitely with Jay Brunson, the ceiling is the roof. You know what I'm saying? With Jay Brunson. So, we like him. And as we said, Tatum, he's been doing it for a while. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what they mainly paying homage to. So if Jay Brunson can do this, what he's done for the next 2 years, like we said, to get that max contract, then
He could be there next year.
Yeah.
Second team, Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis. Third team, LeBron, Steph, Domantas Sabonis, Devin Booker, Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay, it's a bonus.
Man, you remember that meme I sent you earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Is that crazy? That with Luka?
Was it 5?
Luka has
This is
5 first team
his 5th
All NBA, his 5th first team All NBA in 6 years. I think Steph has 4.
Steph and Dirk have 4.
4 and 15 and 20 years.
And Luka's 25 years old.
That's saying something right there.
Yeah, it's a good era
Oh, that's what it's saying.
to me.
I was like, y'all had y'all's chance to pick him yesterday, and neither one of y'all picked him.
We picked Luka.
When building your team, you pick Halliburton.
Oh, to start my team off?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, cause I'm loyal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm loyal.
Humble,
yeah,
too.
Yeah, very humble, loyal, for sure, for sure.
No, but with that little meme, though, I mean, that's two other great players. I mean, it's we all know that it's a little bit watered down right now. And both of those other players who was on that meme that you sent, especially with Dirk, you know, he played in our era, which was a tougher era. Mm-hmm. And Steph, you know, I think he caught like the end of that era, and then that's when they started having that success. Yeah, he ushered in that new era now, where it's all about defense. You know, each year it's less and less defense. All the rules and shit all point to offense and, you know, scoring, getting up and down. But no, he definitely scored. But I don't. He can put that ball in there. But yeah, it's just different.
Man, Steph should have more though, because Steph played in the soft era. He should be having more first teams.
But he played with other great guys. It's just been Luka down there, just been him. For the most, they just really started getting help for him.
Steph had 30 a night. He had 30 a night too. He's shooting all the ball, Steph.
Yeah,
he's giving himself every opportunity
in terms of the
to
first teams.
Yeah, he should have been on first team if he was. I mean, I think Luka just can play. Luka's been putting up crazy numbers. He's unstoppable. If you ask anybody in the league, they're gonna say that man is hard to stop. He's different. You know, if we call down to Dallas and ask some of our people's in Dallas, they're gonna be like, oh man, that boy's different. He's different. You know, he's different. So to do what he's doing, he's gonna continue to. I think he's just gonna continue to break records and do stuff that we never seen before, because he plays at a pace and then he just looks so comfortable. Like, he never looks erratic. He never looks like, he just looks so comfortable out there. And you know, I can see him doing this
when he get them calls.
Yeah, he can do this for the next 10 years. You know, being on 8 to 10 years.
Just run it up like that.
Yeah, he might be at 12, 13 in a row by the time he get through with it.
They may be. I mean, we see LeBron, first player to make 20.
That was crazy.
20 All-NBA teams. He is now the youngest player to make All-NBA and also the oldest player.
Who's second? Kareem?
That is a good question.
Kareem, Magic, somebody.
Wow.
How many Jordan made?
LeBron? I don't know.
Jordan made it every year he was in the league, right? Or
All-NBA. He did. I mean, he ain't played 20.
He played 20.
He played years.
I know he ain't played Dub.
It had to be Kareem or somebody like that.
Yeah, youngest and oldest probably would be Kareem. Jordan made 10 first teams.
Okay.
We think anybody got snubbed?
Snubbed?
For some of the name, for just in general, like some of the ineligible names, like Embiid couldn't make it for the games played.
Too hurt.
Julius Randle, Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler. But some of the, I guess snubs, it's tough because I feel like the list is fair.
Everybody you said was hurt.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown.
Pre-G.
Jaylen Brown was eligible. Paul George was eligible. Tyrese Maxey, Victor Wembanyama, Bam Adebayo, Rudy Gobert.
Those are some snubs.
It's only 15 spots. Like who comes off if one of those guys?
I don't know who comes off, but man, those are some.
I thought Jaylen Brown would make it over Devin Booker, honestly, but I can't argue with it.
I thought Maxey would. At least they get one of the guys to fill, because Maxey had a great season.
Maxey.
I think he'd get on there before Book.
For sure. Maxey carried us.
Yeah, Maxey definitely probably should have made All NBA. He could have got a Supermax, huh?
Luka is now eligible for what would be the biggest contract in history. 5 years for $346 million. 300. I'll let you catch your
So say that again.
5 years, $346 million. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander now. No, kids, fingers, toes. You're gonna need all of that.
God, is that almost 70 a year?
Sure. Yeah, almost just about. Yeah, 69 and some change. SGA eligible for 4 for 194. The last year of that deal would top $80 million.
What's your mindset knowing you got that type of money coming? Like, what you thinking? Like,
I don't know. I've never been there.
I would love to find out. Yeah.
What's your mindset?
For me to get that, I got to hit the lottery. Either hit the lottery or go get this knee surgery.
Get them knees, man.
So what was your highest contract, like 80?
Yeah.
What if you got that in 1 year?
Woo-wee.
What? For 1 year? What's them checks looking like?
Guarantee.
Oh, God bless these kids.
Man.
And Halliburton got themselves an extra $40 million on the contracts they already signed because they made All NBA. And it triggered. So the money you already had ready to spend, you get an extra 40.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, them incentives is a motherfucker, dog. I told you. You know, and that's just with their NBA contracts now. You know, I'm not sure who they're with as far as endorsement wise though, but that's more money right there too.
Ain't hurt, yeah.
That's more money. It might not be as much.
Oh, it's probably
you know what I'm saying,
but or a million or something like that.
Yeah,
Crazy.
$250,000, half a mil, yeah, something.
Moving on. No, what do you got?
No, I'm saying, whew.
Just just making noises, yeah.
That's all.
Bread.
We're gonna see $100 million in a year probably soon.
So here's the
Probably
thing.
very soon.
Here's the thing that gets me with all this big bread. So, you know, back when we were playing and we got our contracts, shit like that, motherfuckers always coming like, hey man, I need this, man. Can I borrow 30,000, man? I need to start this, this and that. Like, man, quit asking me for money. If y'all motherfuckers think I'm making money, what y'all think the motherfucker who paying me is making?
Right.
So if he making $346, what do you think that whole Mavericks organization will be making off of that? Ugh.
Like I need to be asking Mark Cuban ass for $3 million. Don't ask me for 3,000.
He sold it what he sell for $3 billion?
Something like that. I think he kept part of the stake, but he sold.
And he's still president and get a salary
on payroll.
That man is crazy. Huh?
That's all you can say.
I came down. It hurt.
My Lord.
Moving on. They were talking to Bronny James at the Combine, and he offered some player comps for himself. I think we've got a quote to pull up. He said, quote, guys like Davion Mitchell, Drew Holiday, Derek White. Guys like that who just excel in their role. You know, they get good money and they get good playing time from it because they are locked into that role and they know what they are supposed to do. End quote. Have y'all seen enough of him to like evaluate on a player comp status?
I haven't seen a lot of against big time competition. You know, you can go back and watch his high school highlights, but he didn't play as much as we wanted him to at USC to be able to see if he's just better than people or if he can get to those spots. We understand makes or misses. We ain't really tripping off that. We just wanted to see how he goes about playing the game. And I haven't had enough reps to get a chance to really, see him. You look at his numbers. They say his vertical was crazy.
He had a great combine.
His jump shot looks really good. It's smooth. It has no hitches to it. It looks really good. His body looks good. But, being 6'1", but. You know what I'm saying? That might not be no problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might still be able to get away with it with his athleticism. Athleticism. Sorry. Sorry. He could probably get away with it with that, but I haven't seen enough of him to be able to, paint a full picture. I got it out.
Yeah, no, I haven't either. I haven't even seen his combine scrimmage. You know what I'm saying? I only seen bits and pieces of it.
They said it had some good games.
Yeah, but that's only like 1, 2 games max that they're doing that out there. But again, I need to see him against some better competition than in high school. That's the last time I really been able to see him go up and down. USC after he was better, after he was clear, he got a couple minutes, but it wasn't enough to tell, like, all right, he worked on this or he worked on that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I got to see more tape on him. But one thing I am glad of, though, I'm glad that he's not playing the same position as his dad. You know what I'm saying?
Really 6'1".
So you can't make that comparison. Right. Like they just can't. But they're gonna try.
They're gonna try.
But they can't make that comparison. I'm so glad they don't play the same position.
ESPN's got him 54th in their latest mock draft ranking. Like, does that feel fair, or is it only because his name? Because I feel like with the draft now more than ever, independent of him, they're definitely drafting on what you can do more now than ever. So I think it's tough to look at a guy's statistics in 1 year. Like Derek Lively averaged 5 points a game. Peyton Watson averaged 3 points a game. With first round picks, you projecting what can you do for me?
Yeah.
In this role, so 54th that don't seem.
They see a glimpse.
To me.
I mean, when you make those picks, you see a glimpse of something in that player.
It's like,
when
can
you
we
draft
tap into that? Yeah.
And it's tough being 6'1" because the guys you just named, Peyton
How
Watson.
you know?
I'm just saying, Peyton Watson 6. I'm just talking about from the guys you name. You can draft them because Lively's 6'10".
Right.
Peyton Watson 6'9", 6'8", 6'9". Length, he got that size. So at 6'1", you like you're asking yourself, has he maxed out his potential? You don't know. You don't know if, have we seen the best he's going to be? Obviously not. I think he's going to be a really good player. But these league standards are so different, man. You know, we could be high on somebody, and then you read the league's report on, you be like, that's not what I see. But they see something totally different,
Right.
and it's just it's on a need basis. So if he finds somewhere that needs him,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, where he can go in and grow and have some good vets or people around him that can just help him to stay on the right trajectory, I think he'll be fine. But everybody needs that. Everybody got to get in a good situation where they can grow.
Right.
Yep.
I think they got 54th to the Celtics right now, which would be very funny, but would also feel to be like that type of a good team. Wouldn't need him right away. They seem to develop players pretty well. Yeah, he could probably go to G. It seemed like it would be like no rush. We don't need you right now. We don't need you to sell tickets. We don't need you to sell jerseys. We just need you to develop.
Yeah, that's it.
Because he's a 4-star guy that was like McDonald's All-American, Jordan, all that. But if I told you a guy had like an injury in the offseason where he missed the start of his season and came into it was like he never really got right, people would be like, oh, if his injury's right, you probably still roll the dice.
Yeah.
So maybe not first to the Hawks as some were saying. But 54 don't seem crazy to me.
Not a big gap. I had him first.
You did?
I had it to Atlanta.
I remember.
It's a bigger picture, right?
A real big picture. Moving on, did y'all see Shaq and Draymond talk on the Shaq podcast about how Draymond's Warriors would have defended the Lakers? I think you can see the look on Diesel's face right now. He not going for it. I think we got that.
You see that look right there?
We got the clip.
I like, man.
Shaq's Lakers beat your Golden State Warriors. Any of my championship team, any of your championship team, who wins? And the bonus question, who guarding me? Please don't say Andrew Bogut.
I don't think any one player on our team could have guarded you. I do think there were defensive schemes that we could have thrown at you to affect you. One is not letting you get the ball. So we're going to guard you with a guy in front of you, a guy behind you.
They did that.
I wasn't on the court, though.
All right, so what you going to do, stand behind me?
I'm standing in front. Ain't no ball getting to.
What you mean the ball I'm getting to?
I'm not 6 feet.
But you ain't 7 feet.
I got 7'4", 7'3" wingspan.
And I got 9'4" wingspan.
Yeah, but you can't get the ball through me. Andrew Bogut's behind.
Stop
I'm in
it.
the front.
Stop
We're
it.
leaving somebody over there to shoot because you couldn't shoot.
But however, Bogut going to be in foul trouble. Now who your backup center?
Me.
Draymond, stop.
Me.
Draymond.
Shaq, I don't think I could have guarded you. I'm not saying that. However, you would have had to bring your big out of that drop. Man, if you stay back there, I'm going to nail whoever guarding Steph. I'm going to nail whoever guarding Clay, and we're going to dot your eye every play.
Okay, but you know what's going to happen after that? I'm going to tell D-Fish, get up on him, let him drive, and I'm going to lay his little out.
Hey, then we got to fight.
All right, we just got to fight then.
And guess what? You getting thrown out the game and me getting thrown out the game. Who's that going to hurt worse? Your team.
Yeah.
Y'all lose.
So I guess we're not going to fight then. Who guarding Kobe?
Clay.
Reactions.
Hey,
Different eras, hard to compare, but let's do it anyway. Reactions.
I need to smoke with Dre smoking. That's what I need. I need to smoke with Draymond
You
smoking.
don't think Clay could hold Kobe?
Man, that neither one of them teams can hold any of them Laker teams. Cause first of all, any of the Laker teams got that dude right there on it. Got a big fella on there. And man, fuck out of here with that shit, Dre.
Yeah, that's why I love Draymond, though.
Yeah,
Because he really believes that in his mind. That
Yes,
you
he
know,
We'll
does.
just front you. Nobody's ever thought about that.
Nobody ever did that before.
Not with him on the court.
But see, I don't think, and I know he's in the interview room with him, but I don't think he truly knows how big and mobile and agile Shaq was when he was playing,
Shaq.
man. But then I ain't put the word strong in there. Like, man, that dude was a monster, man. Man, I fouled Shaq one time, man, and my arm was tingling for months. Like, I'm doing this for months, couldn't feel my fingertips, and I fouled him, and it was nothing.
Didn't even feel it.
No! I gave him my hardest foul. Ah! It was nothing. I'm coming out.
What'd he say?
I'm over there like, I'm over looking at these fools like, man, I can't feel my arm, my forearm dead. Man, come on, man. Like, I don't think he truly understand how big Shaq was, how good them Laker teams was, because obviously we tried to front him. We tried to have somebody behind him, but then you got Robert Horry or somebody over in the corner that's shooting lights out. And then the Kobe situation, like, I love Clay as a defender, but nobody can guard Kobe.
You calling it a situation alone. Like, Clay guarding him is a situation, not a defensive matchup. That didn't bode well for Clay, I would imagine. who was a good defender, but.
Kobe was just different, man.
Like 21, 22
Them Laker teams was different.
Right?
I mean, and what Draymond said, you know what I'm saying, they will have their thing, you know, setting some screens. Shaq kind of like the Gobert thing. He kind of in like a, you know, like the late.
Them screens wouldn't matter.
But
deep fish getting over or under that screen, either one, depending on who got the ball and in the screen. Yeah, deep fish was a good defender. Open shot.
And then Draymond talking about he can guard him if dude foul out. Like Draymond my size. Draymond about 6'7". Man, like I don't think he truly
little
understands.
Motherfucker. Hey, man, bring me this ball.
Like, I love Draymond though, but that's what I like about Draymond. But that was a bad take right there, in my opinion. That was a tough take, man.
I think they got Draymond 6'6", 230.
Yeah, too little
to guard LA Lakers.
Shit, nigga, you the same size as Kobe. Thinking you know what Shaq. What the fuck? No, not Dre, that's my guy, but no, he's smoking something. He on something.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Saying that. No, them were some good Laker teams. But then not only that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knew their role on that squad. You know what I'm saying? From motherfucking first man all the way down to that like 7th or 8th man that Phil was playing. Everybody knew their squad. Everybody knew their role year in and year out. No, and not saying that Golden State team didn't, but no, they just it's a whole different caliber. Cause first of all, a young Shaq, I still got elbow problems to this day from playing against him back in the late 90s.
What happened?
So, just trying to guard him, and you reaching for a ball here and there, and you trying to tussle for a jump ball or some shit. Shit, like what the fuck? I didn't know my elbow could do all that shit.
I'm telling you, man.
You icing your shit, but dog, you definitely gonna come away hurt. Dre's not. First of all, Dre gonna foul out in the first quarter.
The first quarter.
If Dre play, he gonna foul out in the first quarter.
Yeah. Or somebody gonna foul out in the second quarter.
Man, Shaq used to just, he was devastating, man. Shaq was devastating.
Man.
Look,
if he could do what he did against other motherfuckers that was like 7'1", 7'2", 300 and something pounds, what is he going to do against a small forward trying to guard?
Man, Shaq was tearing down backboards and rims and stuff, man. I don't really think I understand what...
Stanchions, yeah.
You know what I mean? Wires and stuff coming from the rafters. Like, man, come on, man. That stuff was... And I love Draymond. Because I like the warrior in him, because I feel like he can, he's like he's like us, you know what I mean? But I just don't think that was a realistic take right there, man. Because Shaq is just,
he talking shit.
Man, Shaq different.
Does it matter which Warriors? Like, does the KD team?
It don't matter.
But the KD team couldn't expose them on the other end. It don't matter. Lakers in how many games?
It don't matter.
Does it matter which Lakers? Because like the first Lakers team, that was like AC Green starting, but they won 67 games. Like you said, everybody knew exactly what role.
And AC Green was a hell of a defender. You know what I'm saying? Shit, he would have locked Draymond up, or, you know what I'm saying, he would have, tried to lock Clay up out there. AC Green can guard anything. I seen him guard anybody from the 2 to the 5. So you wouldn't think it, looking at him, but
would you put him on KD? Like that KD?
I would put him on
like
KD.
6'7", 6'8"?
6'9"?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would put him on KD, because just his
He's
physicality.
36 though. That's the only thing. But he was still...
You know what
He's
I'm saying?
still moving in feet. It was a healthy 36.
But because the thing you're talking about with him, he knew the game. He knew he wasn't a scorer.
Yeah.
He knew he wasn't going to go on the average 20. But I am going to go try to get 20 rebounds, and guess what? You not. Like, no, he was a hell of a defender. It was guys on that team, again, like I said, that knew their role, was great defenders, and I don't think it was enough for those Golden State teams to match up with them. Shit. He tried to talk that same shit to me. About, we would have mopped y'all 04 Pistons. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here, y'all would have had some problems like crazy.
Like what kind of problem?
No, just saying the same thing, just match up problems. They all too little. All of them was too little. That's how I felt.
Andrew Bogut too?
Too little.
He said they had Andrew Bogut.
All you gotta do is go back and look. He too little.
And then we gotta figure out what rules we playing against. Are we playing against the new rules where you can't touch nobody? Or are we playing against the old rules?
I was just saying,
you know why I say it don't matter? Because I believe now guys who play in the league today are one facet. They only worried about either shooting a 3 or I got to get this dunk. You know, they don't worry about the in-between game or part of the game, you know what I'm saying? Or like, if I'm out here shooting shitty and, okay, well, I'm going to set some screens for you to get you open so then that way, shit, you won't get off or you won't get off. You know, they don't think like that. It's like, shit, if I'm having a shitty game, oh, well.
I'm just having a shitty game.
You know what I'm saying? But for us, back then, no, we had different facets of that game, and that's just one example that I said. Another one was, if I had an assignment, you know what I'm saying? It might be like, shit, all right, we going out here boxing one a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Triangle with two motherfuckers. Like, we locked in on that shit. Like, all right, no, I don't care if I'm scoring tonight. You ain't scoring shit.
Right.
And, you know, guys took that personal. And, you know, they don't take defense personal now. You got a couple guys in the NBA who do, but with us having that skill set, it worked in our favor because now, they can't come across the lane. You know, we're going to put you in that position to make it better for us. But I don't think a lot of them could have played back in our era with the physicality. You know what I'm saying? Just look at the difference in the power forwards today and the power forwards from yesteryear.
Yeah.
Like, he's going against some grown-ass men.
I was like, the power forwards now are just tall, small forwards. Yeah, you just play that
Slender,
stretch forward.
Yeah, slim, silky slim. You know, going against the grown-ass, husky-ass motherfuckers back then. Man, can you imagine any of these cats today had to go against motherfuckers like Otis Thorpe,
Big, strong.
the one-handed bandit, Dale, or Antonio Davis, motherfucking Ant Mason, Charles Oakley. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even just to say, you know, the top motherfuckers, but these are motherfuckers you're going against night in and night out.
More them than the All-Stars.
Exactly.
The bruisers.
Man, what? No, they wouldn't have been able to handle it.
It would have been tough.
The only thing they win no games.
I didn't say that.
Like a sweep.
I didn't say that, but I know in some of them games, Kobe would have took it to another level and got 50.
I was gonna say, y'all was talking, we didn't even really get to like what level Kobe was getting to and hitting in that.
See, that's what I'm saying.
During
Kobe
that postseason run.
Kobe taking that personal. Like
Hey, Clay on me?
Man, Kobe taking that personal. That's them 50s. He might have a ridiculous average of 47.6 through 5 games. Something stupid. You know what I mean? Because, you know, Kobe was just, it don't take much to, you know, he was like MJ,
Set
man.
that challenge.
I
Ain't
took
gonna
that,
break his
I
man
took that
down.
personal. Yeah, man.
He gonna break Clay down.
If they played in today's rules where Kobe can really,
Like
man.
the spaced opera. He'd have 4 shooters around him.
Man, listen, every time Kobe wanted to start doing ISO stuff against us back in the day, you'll hear Phil, Kobe get mad and throw it, you know what I mean? Because
He was ready to cook.
He ready to cook. He ready to get into his bag, and then like, Phil, you know, let's get doing that stuff.
Yep.
You know, and then,
was, and it
I'm
was
talking about he had a whistle. I don't care how loud the gym is, you'll hear that man's whistle. He had one of them whistles that you're gonna hear it over.
Carries.
It carries over everything, man. Then Kobe look over there, go right into the triangle. You know what I'm saying? So I think the triangle may have held him back a little bit from what we really could have seen creative wise with Kobe, because Kobe was, man, he'd do stuff and manufacture a shot and make up something off the wrong leg, and he'd go left leg, left hand, and do all type of weird stuff, and you know, he's throwing it off the backboard trying to dunk on people. Like, Kobe was just different, man. He was creative.
And I think that's what would have put them different too, just that triangle offense period. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would have put a lot of those Golden State players in dispositions, because think about it, back then they would that Golden State team, they would a whole lot of switching. So like, you do all that switching shit if you want. Who?
Either Kobe gonna cook you or Shaq. Yeah.
You cannot.
Somebody gonna cook you.
You ain't switching off Shaq.
You can't.
Good luck. Yeah.
And then,
Ain't nothing to switch. Yeah, ain't nothing
and
to
then
switch.
that's not even talking about him hitting you in the pick and roll. Okay? So you got Kobe, they had a play where Shaq would either be at elbow or like in the middle of the foul line, and Kobe would bring the ball down court, would throw it all the way across the court to Derek Fisher, and haul ass. Running right off that screen. As soon as he come out the screen, D-Fish hit him, and he's all downhill. Yo, that's a big-ass screen that's sitting right there. And, you know, he ain't got to throw a hip out or stick a leg out like that. He's a dually. That's a wide body right there.
Wide body.
Some Mack truck setting screen.
Man, that's
Straight
a
up.
wide body.
Straight up.
And you got to try to get around that, and you got this sniper going at full speed. Fuck no. They ain't got nobody that can stop that.
Nah.
We got some fan questions to get to. So stick
yes,
around
sir.
for those. But first, we got a game to preview tonight involving
I don't want
your
one,
Pacers.
1-1.
Okay.
1-1.
He said 1-0 if you recall.
We 1-1. We should have had that game, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
They leaving Boston 0 for Winfrey.
Say it ain't so. What do they need to do?
It's so.
What do they need to do to leave?
Do exactly what we did last game, but this is not turning over down the stretch.
So don't do exactly what you did.
Except don't lose.
But don't turn it over down the stretch. Just not lose.
Step on the baseline.
No, we just got to play. Just keep playing the way we're playing. Keep moving that ball. Everybody getting involved. We had 7 guys with double figures. So you know what I'm saying, everybody was getting touching the ball. Everybody feeling good. They were scoring, playing good defense. You know what I'm saying. But that's just a tough team to beat. This team has been to the conference finals 5 of the last 7 years. You know what I mean. So this is a tough team. So this could be our team, kind of like Minnesota had to get past Denver. This could be our team that we got to get by to get to our next level. So you never know. I mean, I'm feeling good about us because we could have got blown out. We could have had a bad showing, but we didn't. You know what I'm saying? So
Stepped up to the challenge.
So everybody's optimistic that we can go in there and get this win, especially myself and everybody out of Indiana who's an Indiana fan. We feel like we can get it tonight.
Boston 0-2 in game 2. So do they feel like they have anything to adjust to? Because again, the higher scoring seems to benefit Indiana, even if they lost game 1. Seems like Boston would want to get it lower than that higher scoring game.
You definitely want to keep it lower than your opponent.
Well, yeah, but I mean lower than the 10, 20s, 30s.
2-0.
No doubts.
2-0.
Okay. Is this must win for Indiana?
We are going to win.
Okay. So gonna win, not a must win, a gonna win.
Gonna.
Okay.
I guarantee Bonzi it. Does that sound the same?
Okay.
That don't sound the same. It's guaranteed.
Bonzi T? Nah, it don't.
Bonzi fired it.
I got the same ring to it.
The Bonds guarantee. Indiana 6-0 at home in the postseason. So if they can get this game 2, they defend home court very well. We will see. You going Pacers?
I'm going Pacers.
You going Celtics?
You already know it. I'm not going with him.
Who you going with? No.
Roll with the winner.
I think the Celtics lose another game too. I think we get a one. Like the Pacers, they show some fight. They show some fight. They should have won it. They didn't win it, as we all recall. But I think they get it tonight. I think
Brian McKnight over there.
Listen, bro, I don't care what they say about you behind your back. You're a good dude.
I appreciate you.
You're a good dude, man.
I appreciate you.
You're a good dude.
Y'all ready to get into some fan questions?
Let's go. I've been looking forward to it all week.
We appreciate everybody tapping in, sending in their questions, watching, liking, subscribing, all that.
Indubitably.
It is that time of the week. From DGATL.
Oh.
He says, how many points would Bonzi average in today's NBA?
Man,
5.
Twomp. Easy twomp.
About 3. 3.5.
Man, in today's game?
In today's
About
game.
3.5 points.
See, she wasn't no scorer like me. I'm a scorer.
Well, the same question was, how many would she average today?
I would average more. For sure.
How much more?
It's 5 points maybe.
Okay.
Nah, he wouldn't average more than me today.
In today's game?
Because it's more wing players now today who are pretty good, you know.
I'm SGA in this league. I'm bad.
Bonzi Gill just had.
Man, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm SGA in this game. My pivot. I'm working my pivots.
So you averaging 31? Is that what I'm hearing?
Some light.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit?
Some light 31.
A little bit? Okay.
Yeah, I've been there.
Okay.
No, with me, I'll probably average about 12 or 14. They wouldn't call fouls for me because I still get them shit too. The refs. So they wouldn't call no fouls for me. I average about 12 or 14.
That's how many threes you'll shoot a game. If she's playing today's game, you definitely
You
get
be
double
shooting 10 threes. You say I feel like you would love to get it. You would love to get a coach to be like, man, just shoot that shit.
Think about it. I do the exact opposite. See, I started shooting threes because of the motherfucker we was just talking about, Shaq, right? And I took Cliff Robinson's advice, like, he was like, yo, you can't bang with that big motherfucker down there on offense and defense. He was like, man, you better step out there in that little 15-footer corner 3.
Start hitting that motherfucker.
I took Cliff advice, started shooting the corner 3s.
Yeah. And
then just so happened I had to play the 3 that one year in Portland when Sabonis and BG started. So I was like, all right, well, shit. He got to bring his big ass out here now. You know what I'm saying? But now in today's game, they ain't got no bigs that want to do shit down there. Yo, Y'all can shoot all that shit y'all want out here. Bring that shit down. Just don't shoot no 40-footers. Make these motherfuckers run around first.
At least a little bit.
Man.
Next question from Raj G. Says, do you have any stories about the vets on that 99-2000 Portland Trail Blazers team? Scotty or Smitty, Greg Anthony, how did they train? Did they party a lot? Any crazy stories? That's from Raj G. Any stories on that 99-2000 Portland Trail Blazers?
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to get us to break the
on
code.
the vets.
He's trying to get us to break the code.
Just something on the vet.
So, look,
He said, how did they train? He gave you a softball.
Okay, man.
But he also asked, did they party? Yeah,
I got a funny little story that happened with it happened on the plane. So, this is back when they enforced the dress code. So we had to dress up, cats either suits or button-ups, right? So from that same team, we get on the plane and you had certain guys that played cards all the time. So it's a card table, and then across from the card table is 2 separate chairs. So, we all laughing and joking, ha, he-heing, right? And then I'm like, whoa, these 2 motherfuckers got on the same suit. I was like, and then, I got Bonzi attention and Damon attention. I'm like, man, Pip had on the same suit as Greg Anthony, right? I'm like, damn, y'all got the same tailor and shit, right? So Pip like, man, no, fuck that. He's like, no, you know how my shit is, this and that. And then Greg was like, shit, you ain't got no style, this and that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, look, somebody's suit on the inside, one is from Italy, the other one is from Italy. I was like, one of y'all got a fake ass suit on, yo. And I was like, all we got to do is open up that inside thing to see what's what, man. Hey, Greg would not open the inside of that motherfucking jacket, dog. Like, oh, man. It was just fun learning from them and playing with Pitt. We heard some of the Chicago stories and stuff about how, on both sides, on and off the court, and how their unity helped them be who they were each year, night in, night out. And, that's the same shit that we tried to get. And, like, okay, let's start hanging out more and all that. But, no, that was just a funny story when we got on the plane, man. And to this day, I don't let neither one of them live it down.
Man, I think the best time for me is when, because we was click tight. Like, we going everywhere we go, dinner, club, wherever we go through, we 8 to 10 deep. So, we talking trash one time, and, this one, when we was in Houston. So we talking trash one time about who the best athletes, who best at this and that. We over here like, man, who got the best arm? So we was standing at this hotel, and we look outside the hotel. They got this big field.
At the Galleria.
The Galleria Weston. This is before they started doing all the building down there. They had this big field. So we like, man, let's go play some football. Bro, we in the season. We start playing football. We playing football out there. Me, this fool, Damon, Pip, Smitty.
Full football field. Tackle.
Damn near. Man, we out there tripping. I'm talking about, man, we could have tore up ACLs, ankles, all that stuff. We literally competing, playing.
All y'all would. That's conduct detrimental to the team. All of y'all today.
Everybody should have got suspended.
Man, everybody should have got suspended. Man, we were so close. Then we took it to another level. We was like, man, listen, let's start paintballing.
Oh, yeah, that's what I did.
So we all went bought all this paintball gear, man. We done went and spent $5,000 worth for good. Man, we had guns, the bullets curved around the corner. Like, we had, we had all the stuff. We had the pans. Man, we used to go outside, and she was like, man, I know this spot. She took me way out in the woods. She took us out way out in the woods. Like, we really on some, we out here, it's raining, it's woody, and we out here really trying to paintball in the woods. And, man, it was so fun, man. That team was just, man,
introduced the whole team. We took the whole team to this one indoor paintball spot. The coaches, all the staff, like the trainer and equipment manager, all that. We in there playing, and then this one, Dunleavy was our coach.
Who?
So Mike Dunleavy, and he was the main target. Everybody was shooting for
Where's
him.
Dunleavy at? There he is.
Oh, that shit.
We don't care about nobody over there.
Oh man.
There he is.
That shit was fun as shit just to get them on there. And I'm glad I was able to introduce a lot of guys to that paintball shit on that team because it made it good team bonding, you know what I mean? Man. And get a chance to take some frustration out.
Great time.
Next question comes from Jay Swins. Jay Swin says, Sheeton Bonzi, do you have any stories of good pranks you pulled on other players? Or that they pulled on you that you can share?
That rookie hazing, man, is something for that rookie hazing, man. I got a quick one, man. I was playing in, and he's still mad at me to this day. To this day, if I see him right now, he gonna side-eye me. I just got traded to Memphis, so my rookie was Dante Jones.
DJ.
He played for Duke. Dante, really cool dude. He young. He think he's smooth. You know what I'm saying? So Dante, we telling Rook, like, listen, Rook, every morning, Rook, make sure you bring them Krispy Kreme donuts. You get 3 dozen every morning. We're gonna be looking for them. We coming in here. We need our donuts. Make sure you got them. And then on the plane, make sure you go get a 50-piece of wings from Popeyes. Every road game. I mean, you better have them. Young fella, I got you, OG. Well, he doing it. Then, you know what I'm saying, we about 10 games into the season, start playing a little bit, start feeling himself a little bit. That 3 dozen went down to about 12. Then next thing you know, he wasn't bringing them, and then he wasn't really bringing no wings, and we kind of side-eyeing him. Then one day he walked in practice. He had some glasses on, thought he was sweet, walked in there real cool. He just had a good game the night before, thought he was sweet. I said, okay, yeah, okay. Just got a few checks, so he went and got a brand new BMW. I'm talking about, we still pulling stickers out the car. We just had a game. I walked in, he was looking all smooth and trying to be cool. I was like, oh, okay, I got something for you. So you didn't bring no donuts? No.
Oh,
okay, yeah, all right. But they went out there to practice. He young, he a rookie, got to be on the court a little early. Equipment manager. Hey man, listen. I saw a bunch of popcorn out there by the trash thing. It was big, tall things. I mean, they this big and they tall. I said, listen, this is what you do. I'm gonna give you $100.
$100?
Go get his keys. I'm talking about brand new Beamer.
That's all. I need more than $100.
Go turn on his car, open his sunroof, and pour every flipping bag of that popcorn, every kernel in his car. Man, he poured them in his car, man. So, I'm just sitting back, sweet, can't practice like I got you. So after practicing, I'm just sitting back. I told all the guys what I did, man. I'm sitting back trying to laugh. So we all kind of just, walk out there with him.
Hanging back, yeah.
So we walk out to the parking lot with him, man. He opened his car, man. Oh, my goodness. He could, bro, all that stuff. This is his first brand new car ever in the league.
And this the first day he had it?
Bruh, this man wanted to kill me.
He should have.
Oh man, I'm laughing so hard that I had to get tough. Like, all right, now quit playing, young fella. Make me have to, you know what I mean? Like, all right, I ain't playing no more because he was on me. And I was like, all right, young fella, I ain't playing no more. I had to put the OG card on him, but I was really laughing inside. And I felt bad, but not really.
I don't think you did it all.
But I felt good about doing it because I'm his vet and I was supposed to do it because he wasn't doing his rookie stuff. But man, every time he see me, we talk about the popcorn. He's like, man, I just got rid of that car, man, a few years ago, man. It still smelled like popcorn for years.
Oh yeah, it definitely
for
will.
years.
Same
I was
thing
like, man, that's crazy. Yeah, but that was.
Did he get the donut? Did you start going back to the donuts and stuff?
100%, 100%, 100%. Good times, man.
We tied this one rookie when I was in Detroit. So, he trying out for the team and everything. So, he had a couple good practices, and again, he's starting to feel himself. So we all on the rookie haze and shit. And so it was like, all right, Rook, you know what I'm saying? You got to collect the laundry bags and, take them to the laundry room so the equipment manager will wash them and all that shit. So he's feeling himself. No, I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. All right. 3 of us grabbed him. 2 people held him down. And I got the same tape that we tape our ankles with, that white tape. I got some tape and so he's in the chair like this, right? His arms on the joint, tape all across here, tape over here. So then, like, all right, bro, you gonna learn your lesson. So I roll him in the shower. Turn the cold water on, throw ice in his lap, right? Like, you gonna learn your lesson today. Yeah. So he's like, he yelling because it's cold water.
He's being tortured, yeah.
Roll him out the shower, and the media is still out there on the court, talking to guys. And I just roll his ass out there on the floor. And so he rolling in the spinning chair like mouth all covered, shit like that. Oh, no, he was trying out for the team.
He's still in his practice, like clothes.
Oh, yeah, he was still in his practice gear, all that
up.
shit. Oh,
just
man.
hog-tied.
The trainers that went out there and guy was like, oh, no, we can't do that. He could hyperventilate and all this other shit, go into hypothermia. I'm like, how, Orange? Like, you put the ice the ice in his lap with the cold water on.
Yeah. That's attempted murder today, buddy.
Man,
that's 3 to 5.
Bro, you took me back. Remember we got Travis? Bro, we in Portland. We got this young rookie named Travis Outlaw. And listen, this was the scariest day of our life. So Trav, you know what I'm saying? Country boy from Mississippi, country, real country. We mess with him, great kid. But he out of high school, he young. Trav messing up. We're like, all right, Trav, we're going to get you now, young fella. So me, she, Dale Davis, we grab him. We get the tape out. We tape his legs, his arms here, everything. And man, we in our locker room, in our bathroom, we had a hot pool and a cold pool, and then we had one of them infinity pools that you could swim into in the current. Man, we threw him in there.
Tied up.
That's for sure attempted murder.
Man, we got to looking at each other.
Statute of limitations. What year was this?
Yo, we got to not knowing this fool don't even know how to swim. He don't even know how to hold his breath.
Can't hold his
Oh
breath.
man, so we go in there and get him.
Yeah.
Bruh.
He
We laughing and playing, but we got to look at each
like
other.
a gallon of pool water.
Oh my God, we all look at each other like, let's Herman, man, let's Herman cut this dude off loose, man.
You all right.
You playing, young fella, you all right, boy. Once we got him loose, we went to each other.
Dry him off, yeah.
So we found out he was cool. We got him over there. We walked around the corner like, oh my goodness, man, I almost died, man. I can't even breathe, man. I thought we killed
Y'all
this
like
man.
retired CIA operatives or something?
Hey,
man.
It's just funny, man, with them rookies, man. Man, so many rookie stories, man. So many rookie stories.
That's why ain't no vets now, man. They said we'll hire somebody to kill our
man.
first round draft pick.
Rookie hazing is real, man. You got everybody
Yeah, it
went
was
through
real.
it, so everybody participates into it. After you out of your rookie season, you can't wait to get a rook.
Yeah.
Like you can't wait.
Hurt people.
You ain't really hurting them, but it's just more or less like you having fun with them. You know what I mean? Like because you're
Gonna learn today.
You having fun with them. You having fun with
All
them.
right.
I did a few things. Yeah.
Oh boy. Next question from Nisi Wu. Nisi Wu says, which organization is under the most pressure to make it to the finals / win a championship next year? Lakers, Warriors, Nuggets, Suns, Bucks, or Heat?
Good Lord.
A lot of
Or
teams.
everybody in the
lot
league.
of
Does it say anybody else?
I mean, damn, Miss Wu. Shoot.
A lot of teams. Lakers, I'll say them again. Lakers, Warriors, Nuggets, Suns, Bucks, Heat.
And the original question was,
Which organization under the most pressure to make it to the finals or win a championship? I know she probably ain't asking me. I would say Phoenix. How is it not Phoenix? They've traded everything they had. They guys, this is the team they have. They fired their coach again.
Yeah.
That's all. That's pressure. You got to make it right. We talked about the Cavs building up to the second round. Ain't none of that with Phoenix. Y'all got to win now. So Phoenix is the one that jumps out to me.
I'm gonna agree with you. I was thinking Phoenix as well because they got all those pieces. They can't really trade none of those guys, so they got to work with what they got. So I think it's a lot of pressure on whoever they just fire Vogel because they didn't get him nowhere. They're gonna bring in another coach. So I was thinking Phoenix as well.
nah, I'm not gonna say L.A. Because it's L.A. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with one of the long tenured clubs in the NBA. You in prime time, you know what I'm saying? Every game is going to be televised.
Always,
You everywhere. They're going to plaster your face all over LA. You got to beat the Clippers. And that organization, with them tasting that success so many times with those championships, it's like, yo, you got to come in this motherfucker and you got to win this shit now. Like,
That's the pressure.
You know how many years LeBron got left?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then you have those pieces too. You know, as you mentioned earlier, you got Bron, AD. If Hachimura stays, I think he's a good solid backup in that crew.
Yeah.
You got some pieces to work with AR. So it's like, look, you better come in this motherfucker and do something. Like now.
Right, immediately.
Like now. You should have did it last season, even though you was working somewhere else, but now.
Next question. We don't know who sent this one. It says, question for Sheed and Bonzi. From Sheed, they only capitalize, like Sheed is in all caps for some reason. Bonzi, only B is capitalized. For Sheed.
Bonzi!
Yeah, and Bonzi.
It's more respect. They just yell, Sheed!
From Sheed.
Bonzi. It's more respect, Bonzi. How you doing, sir? It's more like that. So
It's a small monotone and everything.
yeah, it's the midnight hour voice. It's that
From Sheed, famous saying, ball don't lie. Is that true? Or does the ball lie sometimes?
That's a good one.
No, the ball don't lie. That ball don't lie.
Never.
Sometimes it does lie.
Every blue moon it does, but the majority of the percentages, no. It doesn't.
It's usually pretty honest.
I'm so pissed off with this kid because I told him years ago he should have copyrighted and coined that whole phrase, and he could have made so much money off of it. But
And
this,
now everybody else would be saying something. fucked me up.
That's the
Like,
new
oh,
slogan.
Shit. Yeah, that'll be the new slogan.
They won't even say ball don't lie no more.
No, I'm telling you, that's why people don't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers try to coin shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I tried to coin that ball don't lie shit, that shit wouldn't have got as far as it did.
But who knows?
I'm telling you, just look at they don't say what's name no more.
What?
Three-peat. That was
After
a
what
huge
Pat
thing.
Riley- Don't nobody
back in,
three-peat
like,
no more.
Nobody
That was a
three-peat?
huge
Yeah.
thing back in the 80s and 90s.
How many three-peats have we had since the 80s and 90s, shit?
Oh, we got a three-peat coming up. My boys got a three-peat coming up. Just to remind
that
you.
Cabo.
No, my Chiefs. Just to remind y'all, we got that three-peat.
Anyways,
Oh my goodness.
Huh? Say what now?
the ball never lies.
Sometimes it does, but a majority of the time it doesn't. It doesn't.
Next question from Laws Newton. Could Wemby and Zach Edey work together on the same team?
Yeah. Wemby shoot that thing. Yeah. I think they definitely could. That's interesting right there.
2-7-4 guys. Just
But what are
corner
the
the market on
chances?
7-4 guys.
I mean, that's going back to the Twin Towers. Ralph Sampson and Dream.
What pick they got?
Let's see. I mean, David Robinson and
That's interesting.
And Duncan as
They
well.
might even think about that. That's interesting
the
right
Spurs, they have the 4th pick, they have the 8th pick, and then it jumps to 35. So they have
there. They got a chance to get him.
that's a little bit higher than where he's projected to go right now.
15.
I'm on Tankathon's got him 23. So 8 would be high, but he would be there. They have multiple picks. They have future pick, like they wanted to trade up and get him. Do you think it could work with them two on the same team?
Shit, I don't see why it wouldn't. You know, you have one solid 5 who, you know, is that big man and, you know, who's pretty much stuck down there on that block due to his weight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's just that classic 5.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you got Wamba who's agile enough at 7'3", 7'4", to be able to play that, you know, that 3 or that 4.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it could work. It could be on the same lines of you know, again, the Twin Towers with Ralph Sampson and Dream. The high-low would be a motherfucker. Woo, woo, woo. Can you imagine that high-low right there?
Man.
Ain't nobody getting that.
You just throw it up.
Man, just throw that bitch up.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody getting that.
I say,
What?
like, people want to make Edey move his feet, but if Wembanyama going to be right there protecting the rim behind him, then
That's gonna be interesting.
It's something
That'll be an interesting thing right
to
there.
consider. Next question from Chris says, in 2016, she came to Portland, she came to Portland as a fan to watch a Blazer game. When the fans saw you, the whole arena chanted, Rasheed Wallace. Were you surprised by that response?
No, I wasn't actually. Because I know it wasn't all the fans in Portland that hated me and wanted me out of there. There were a lot of good fans who cheered me on. There's a lot of good fans who supported my charity at that time, She Squad, doing things in the community and stuff, with the team. So, no, I wasn't surprised in that they yelled my name out like that. Portland has a lot of great fans. And like I said, I can't blame, people for wanting me out of there. It's cool, it's how it is. But after I left and when I came back that same year when I was with the Pistons, and, I got a nice ovation from there. And I was like, all right, I was like, damn, there was some motherfuckers out here in Portland who like me a little bit. Everybody didn't call the police on me.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Felt the love.
Yeah, I felt the love. But no, I do love the fans out there in Portland. It's a lot of people I know. I still get pictures to this day, for real, from some of my friends and people out there like, yo, man, look, they still like you. It's a picture of somebody in one of my jerseys, or they got the jersey for their little kid or something like that. I'm like, all right, like, damn. All right, P.O., like, yeah.
That's sweet right there. When I went back, I think they
Boo!
but
We hate Bonzi, what?
and they was, but I think Boo and Bonzi kind of sounded like they're like Bonzi, Bonzi, yeah.
Bonzi.
So I felt like they was cheering for me. You know what I mean? I heard a few Bonzis. You know what I'm saying? I felt, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Bonzi,
I got you.
I love you. I did the Caitlin Clark joint.
And last question of the week from T. Hotzi says, the player you never got to play with that you always wanted to and why? Question for Sheed and Bonzi. The player you wanted to play with that you never got to play with and why?
I tried to play with Kobe one year towards the end of my career when I was on my way out. Just to kind of just see how, I just wanted to just be around him, to be honest, just to see how he moved, just see how he go about his business. Just really, I wanted to be the dude to crack the code, to get to know him. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a people person, so I ain't gonna let you be over there. And
You?
act like, yeah. But I'm not gonna let you be over there and be antisocial. You know what I mean? I'll make sure you rock with us every day. So I just wanted to see the type of dude he was, because, you know, when you compete against people, you don't really get to know them in real life, because, you know, we from that era. We wasn't working out with guys in the summertime. We wasn't friends with guys. Like, when I was in Portland, I didn't like nobody else in the league, like, really, because I didn't know them like that, and they was like rivals. And it's hoop stuff, and like, you know, it ain't personal.
No beef.
But it wasn't like on the summertime, like, yo, my man from Toronto, let's work out. Nah, we wasn't doing all that. It was like, I'm with these dudes and these my guys. But as you get to traveling and going to other teams, you realize dudes are pretty cool, and we all go through the same type stuff. So I was out the league and I was trying to get back in, and I was really trying to get with the Lakers and just kind of just be a part of that whole wave, just to see what it looked like.
I would say for me, it would probably have been J Kidd, especially in my younger days. You know, when I first got in the league or out there in Portland. You know, when I was able to keep up with him on that court.
Oh yeah, the
But,
King
you know,
ripping and running.
like King and Martin style.
Man, just his court vision, yo. Like, you know, I played. Now, don't get me wrong, I played with some great point guards, but you know, the question was, who would I wish I would have played with? But I wish I would have played with him, or could have had the chance to play with him, because man, like, big point guard, court vision, and the thing I liked about him, he was team first.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That always sits right
That
with
fit
me.
with your
100%.
ideology.
100%.
Team first.
That'll do it for this week, boys.
Really? It's over already?
That's it. That's all the questions we have. We thanks to everybody, that tapped in and answered questions, asked questions, voted in the poll, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, all that.
For sure.
We're
Supposed to get
thankful.
Bonzi out of here. Let's take that poll vote. How many people want Bonzi gone? How many people want him to stay? Gone.
Gone to-
Raise your hands.
It's
too.
at 100%.
Already.
Already.
Like, man,
Already?
Wow.
How many
Came
votes? How many
through that
votes?
fast.
How many votes? that
Billions.
fast?
Wow.
Wow.
New high.
500,000 people voted. And They
Wow.
all voted to get him out of there. Like,
Wow.
Wow.
sorry, Puddin'.
If you want to join in
Wow.
with me and Sheed and maybe Bonds, maybe,
Maybe. I can quit.
you could. Are you quitting? If you want to join in on the NBA action with Underdog, use code SHEED. Underdog will give you up to $250 in bonus cash and a special pick.
Hashtag Bonzi. $100.
And did you know, Papa Wells, send us out. Did you know audio versions every episode of Sheed and Tyler?
Hey man, listen, that little clip you made yesterday of my pops went viral in our family chat. Just know that. Just know that little snippet has went viral in my family chat.
Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast. Did you know that,
Hey,
Pop?
I know Pop's ready to wring my
Man,
neck.
can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see you. It's gonna be some pistol play. Yeah, it's gonna be some pistol play. Yeah. He's gonna put that little snub nose, little snub.
Trigger play.
Yeah. We got a little tape around the handle. It's gonna be one of them.
Pinky toe.
But that'll do it for us. We appreciate y'all. You have a good weekend. Be safe.
Be safe out there.
We'll catch you Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know Pop's ready to wring
Bruh,
my neck. Like,
Chris-
hey, you want to keep talking about me? Huh?
Christian went and took the snippet of about a minute and a half of you talking like Pops. So he put it in our family chat. So mom, my dad, brother, sister, everybody's in there.
On the
Dying.